I'm sure you've seen it online, right? In memes, comment sections, everywhere. This claim that the God of Islam is really just an old pagan deity that got a makeover. It is one of the most common arguments you'll find out there.
So let's get right into it. Was Allah just a local moon god from ancient Arabia, kind of rebranded? It's a huge claim, so let's actually look at the proof people always bring up.
So the whole argument really boils down to just a few key points that you see repeated over and over again.
Okay, so first, there's the crescent symbol that we all associate with Islam. Then you had the fact that, yeah, there was definitely moon worship in ancient Arabia. And finally, the idea that the Arabs before Islam were all pagans. You put those three things together, and it sounds kind of convincing, right? But what does the actual evidence have to say?
All right, so let's check the evidence. Let's really put these claims to the test against what history and archaeology actually tell us, because this is where the story takes a really interesting turn.
Let's start with that crescent symbol. Well, here's the thing. That symbol was only adopted by the Ottoman Empire. We're talking centuries after Islam even started. It just wasn't there in the beginning, at all.
Okay, so what about archaeology? I mean, surely there's something there, right? Well, archaeologists have dug up tons of inscriptions for all kinds of gods in the area, including moon gods like Hubal and Sin. But the number of inscriptions that say Allah is a moon god? It's zero. A big, fat zero. Not a single one has ever been found.
And this is maybe the most important piece of the puzzle. The name Allah wasn't new. It's just the Arabic word for the God. And get this, we have actual stone inscriptions from way back in 512 CE that show Arabic-speaking Christians using the name Allah to talk about the God of the Bible. That's long before the Prophet Muhammad was even born.
So if it wasn't simple paganism, what was going on? What did people actually believe back then? Well, scholars have figured out it was way more complicated and, frankly, a lot more interesting.
And the key concept here is something called henotheism. Basically, it means that a lot of Arabs already believed in a supreme creator god, who they called Allah. But they also worshipped a bunch of lesser gods and goddesses, kind of like intermediaries to get to the main guy.
Okay, so if Allah wasn't some random moon god, but was already seen as the top-tier supreme creator, well, that totally changes the question, doesn't it? And it leaves us with an even bigger, more fascinating mystery.
We know the Kaaba in Mecca was filled with hundreds of idols. So if Allah was the supreme being, then who were they? What was the deal with Hubal, Al-Lat, and Al-Uzza? To get the whole story and find out what their relationship to Allah really was, you've got to check out our full deep dive explainer. Click the link and let's go.